Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a tutorial video for using our day trading bundle. In particular, this time this example is on silver, and I want to start by looking at the hourly time frame, how I frame the charts with those support and resistance zones that will enable us to make decisions on entry strategies on those day trading time frames, on the 1, the 3, the 5 minute, the 15-minute type time frames. So this is silver on the hourly right now, and you've got to look for obvious support and resistance zones. We've had some highs recently with, on the left, this top support and resistance zone I've put on here. We see the top of this pivot here represents the bottom of the zone. The top of the zone is that big green pivot there, and then we've got another touch on the bottom of the zone. So that's 3 touches. That's a good zone. That's a rejection zone. The next zone down is taken from the left. The top of the zone is this pivot here, and then the bottom of the zone we've got 1, 2, 3 touches there. So it's not as strong as the top zone there, but we still need to have this on our chart. We still need to understand that there was support and resistance. And then the third zone I've put in here really is pretty strong. We see this big green candle where my cursor is right now, and the top of this denotes the top of the zone. The bottom of the zone really is encompassing lots. We've got this big rejection into this zone, this pivot down here. We've got lots of resistance there, 1, 2, 3, 4 times here. We've got more, three resistances in there, another one in there. So this is a real strong support and resistance zone, and that helps us. So when we're day trading futures or forex, in this case it's a metal, it's silver, we need to understand where those danger points are on that hourly time frame. So when we're day trading on those shorter time frames, we're not going to go short into support or long into resistance. Helps us with our risk to reward. So let's go back down now to the time frame I want to trade this off. Okay. So again, there's no set example here because everything is different, and I'm not using the harmonics, which is part of the day trading bundle in this instance. I'm just talking about the X-Brad algo here. So remember we have signal, confirmation, entry, and then trade management. So where are we right now? So if we look left here, we have a 6-star buy on this candle here coming into this resistance. We've got no divergence cloud confirmation. So although we've got 12 points of control for a 6-star buy, which is the highest probability, we haven't got that last step, that confirmation. And we wait for the divergence cloud to give us that confirmation. Plus also we want to be entering above this resistance zone. So this green triangle where my cursor is now, this candle here is the start of the divergence cloud. So that's our confirmation, which is quite a bit later than that signal, but that's what happens. Sometimes we get confirmation on the candle, sometimes we get it slightly before, and sometimes it just takes time to push through a resistance zone, and we need to wait for that confirmation. So our entry is above that confirmation candle. That's our entry there. As we see that candle formed a high, it then gapped down to open down here and then pushed up through the entry. Now when we're looking at this, the entry candle, we work out where the stop loss is just underneath the EMA cloud, the purple cloud here, and that's our entry. What's our risk to reward? To the next support and resistance zone, 1 to 2. Or 1 to 1.6 fresh air, 1 to 1.8 fresh air, 1 to 2 into that resistance zone. So good risk to reward minimum should be 1 to 1.5. Again, depends on your risk appetite. So if you were going to risk $1,000 here, potential $2,000 profit on this trade here. It's a lot more with silver because every tick is $25. But I'm just trying to show you that that simple strategy that we repeat all the time. We get the 6-star buy signal down here on the left where my cursor is here. We're going into resistance. We're not going to press the button straight away. We need to clear the resistance, but more important, we need confirmation from the divergence cloud, and that's what we get with this green triangle. And you can see the cloud starting to form here, and we get an entry point. We then do a quick workout on where the stop's going to be, the risk reward using the fib expansion tool. This on the Motivewave platform that we're using it for now. It's called a fib extension on the other platforms that we developed for. But that gives us, with that initial framing, and again every day wake up, check the framing of your charts on that hourly time frame, and then start day trading. We get a signal, we wait for confirmation, we've got great risk reward, then all we have to do then is just manage the trade. We literally are just using the EMA cloud to manage the trade now. So we need a close below the EMA cloud, plus also now we can start to say, right, once we get this pivot after entry comes down to test the EMA cloud and we start to move up again, we can start to make that risk free here. And as each candle closes, we can start adjusting the trailing stop, locking in more profit below the EMA cloud. And it's as simple as that, really. There's nothing, there's no special science behind it. It's about keeping it simple and repeatable. Signal, confirmation, entry. The looking left is massive. That framing the charts is massive. Then you've got a good risk reward. Am I prepared to risk $1,000 to win $2,000? You are more prepared to take that risk than risk $1,000 to win $500. So if your risk to reward is low, you just don't take the trade, because you know you're going to run into trouble. Again, managing this trade is very simple with the EMA cloud. This trade is still in right now. It's a good looking trade, and everything is good. With this type of trade using the day trading bundle. Again, this is the Motivewave version. It is available for lots of other trading platforms, and the links are in the description below. But hopefully that helps. It's a different type of situation, this one. A lot of the videos I've just done recently, we get the divergence cloud forming in or around that 6-star XPRAT buy or sell signal. In this case, it took its time, and we can see why it took its time, because we kept coming down. We're testing this resistance, coming down to test the EMA cloud as support, and have another go through, fails, and then finally gathers some momentum to come through, and the divergence cloud goes there. So we can understand that behavior, and these tools within the day trading toolbox help you measure that behavior and give those good trading signals, confirmations, and then that trade management. Hopefully this day trading education video helps. It's a very simple strategy. Once you've got the tools, you just follow the rules.